Pumpkin pies. Good afternoon to all my pumpkin pies and my superstars. This is your teacher, Miss Neely, and we're going to start our math lesson, our afternoon math lesson for May 31st on place value. Remember, we started this lesson last week, so we're going to continue reviewing place value. Okay, pumpkin pies? So I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see our presentation on place value so we can get it all in our brains. Let's start. Place value. Woo! Who's ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, grade 2, we're ready. And we'll learn about place value. We're going to learn about the tens columns, the ones columns, and we're going to go to hundreds, tens, and ones all together. And then if we get to that point, teacher will show you about thousands. Now, what is place value? This definition tells us that it's a numerical value that a digit has by virtue of its position in a number such as units, or we say ones, tens, and hundreds. So we have an example here, 243, and it shows us that 2 is in the hundreds place, 4 is in the tens place, units has, or ones column has the number 3. And you know, place value can be represented in a lot of ways. This way, we call this expanded form. And then we have here our models or place value blocks. And then we have here, we have our word form. And then we also have our place value chart. But we will try to cover all of this, but we want to focus here on our place value chart. Okay, pumpkin pie, so let's not get too confused. You'll get all of that by the end of this lesson. Okay, now this is teacher's definition for you, which is more simple for you to remember. And it says place value shows the value. Remember, I said that in last week's lesson, place value shows the value of each digit in a number. Okay, so place value is only going to show us what each digit's value is. For example, in the number we have here, 369, the numbers or numerals 369, they are called digits, okay? And the entire number here is 369, okay? So we have digits in a number. Our main number is 369, and the digits in this number are 3, 6, and 9. Now it also shows us which numbers in the hundreds place, the tens place, and ones. We know that looking from the back, 9 is in the ones place, 6 is in the tens place, and 3 is in the hundreds place. But to clarify for you more, my pumpkin pies, 9 is in the ones place because it only has the value of 1. So we count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we have 6 in the tens place because when you say the number and you listen to it, it says 369. 6 in this number, the digit 6 in this number gives us the value of 10. And we know that because we're counting by tens. Remember 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. It has a value of 10. So that is why the 6 is in the tens column. And then we have 3 in the hundreds place because the number says, let's say it again, listen up, 369. So 3 in this number gives us a value of 100 because it's here 300 is going up by 100. 100, 200, 300, and that is why 3 is in the hundreds place. So remember, place value shows the value of each digit in a number. Place value, place value. It tells us the value of the digit in a number. Remember that. So let's move on. Now look at this chart. Oh my goodness. Look at this chart. Look at this chart, superstars. This is a place value chart that goes all the way to billions. Follow my mouse. It's all the way to billions. Okay, so we have the ones, tens, and hundreds columns that we're focusing on today, and we have thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, 10 millions, 100 millions, billions. And then when you use a decimal point in place value, it will say tens, hundreds, thousands. So right now we're going to focus here, 100, tens, and ones. And then it shows us the model form where we use our visual representation of each number using our blocks. So you see that the cube blocks, they are representing the thousands. Then we have the flat blocks, they represent the hundreds. We have the tall blocks, they represent the tens place, and we have the single blocks that represent the ones blocks, okay? So you know that in the thousands block, each piece of that is one of those, all add up to 1,000. And in the 100 blocks, we have 100 pieces in there. And then in the tens block, we have 10 pieces, and then the ones blocks are single. Okay, so values, the value of a digit in a number depends on where it is placed on the place value chart. Okay, because 5 is in the hundreds place, it will give us the value of, can you guess? Yes, look down here. It will give us the value of 500. Follow my mouse, 500. But if we were to put the 5 in the tens place, then it will give us the value of 50, okay? And if we were to put the 5 in the ones place, it will give us the value of 5. So let's keep going. Now, when we're dealing with our place value, like I told you before, these numbers all have a place in the place value chart. And remember, we're focusing on hundreds, tens, and ones, right? We are focusing on 100, tens, and ones. Now, we know that the numbers in the ones column would be single digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay? All of these other numbers would not go in the ones place. Now, in order to fix them, like if we have the number 26, then we would split it in half, and we would put 6 in the ones column, and we would put 2 in the tens column, because the number is 26. 26 and 2 gives us value of 10. Now we have these numbers here, 10, 20, 30, 40. When we're doing place value and we're trying to find the numbers in the tens place, it will give us the value of 10, okay? So if we have 36, 46, if we have 156, we know that 5 in the number, the digit 5 in the number 156 will go in the tens column, because it gives us the value of, it uses our tens value, and it gives us 50. We have 100, 200, 300, 400. So this will be when we're counting the numbers in the hundreds place, okay? You have to count 100, 200, 300. It cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Don't want to confuse you. So let me show you something. If this is a breakdown of place value, and here's an example. We have 149, like I said. Let's go back. Right here, 100. So we know that the 1 in 149 will be in the hundreds place, because it gives a value of 100. 149. 4 will go in the tens place, because 40 is, it gives us a value of 10, and 9 gives us a value of 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we go in the ones place. Now this is just something that shows you thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones, and it shows you also the blocks to represent. So this is 1,000 block. Watch my mouse. This is 1,000 block, and these are hundreds blocks, and these are tens blocks and ones blocks. So the purple blocks are 1,000 blocks in this diagram. The brown boxes are hundreds blocks. The yellow ones are tens blocks, yellow greenish ones, and the blue blocks are ones blocks, okay, because they're single blocks. Okay, so this expanded form shows you how it's broken down. Okay, so that is how we got 1,329 because we have 1,000 block, 1,000, 300 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 300. It says 3 times 100 is 300. That's how we got 300. Then we have 2 tens blocks, 20, and we have 9 single blocks. That gives us 9. So the number would be 1,329. So let's count the blocks. Look at the purple box. We have 1,000 blocks, so that is automatically 1,000. We have 3 brown hundreds blocks, so we count them 100, 200, 300. You cannot count 1, 2, 3 because it's not ones blocks. Okay, so 100, 200, 300. And we have the greenish yellow blocks. We have 2 of them, so we have to count by tens. 10, 20. And then we have 9 single blocks. So we have to count by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do you see that? So let's go back where I showed you where we were counting by ones and tens. So here, back here, we count by 100. See, 100, 200, 300. And we use these counting by hundreds, counting by tens, and by ones when we are using these place value blocks. Okay, so let's work this one out. And you're going to see these in your learning packet. So get out your learning packet. Here's your learning packet. Get out your learning packet. And you're going to complete it in your learning packet, but let's do it together. So I'm going to come out of full screen. And I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. All right, pumpkins? So let's go. This number says 248. 248. Let's listen to the number. 248. So yes, you're right. 2 would go in the hundreds place because it gives us a value of 100. Now let's find where we're going to put, what number we're going to put in the tens place. 248. The number has to give off a value of 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Yes, correct. So the number 4 will go in the tens column because it gives us off a value of 4. Now let's look at the ones column. We have to find a number that goes in the ones column. And that number is 8. Wonderful. So gives us off a value of 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's say the number again, 248. So it gives us off a single value, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're counting by ones when we hit a number. So let's try 1. Let's try another example. Let's try it over here. Let's try 853. So we're going to try 853. What number gives us a value of 100? 853. Correct. So 8 gives us the value of 100. So we put 8 in the hundreds place. Okay, superstars, you're working really, really, really good. So I'm thankful for my kids on Zoom and my kids on YouTube that are following along. So let's see the number again. 853, Tajani, 853. So which number gives off the value of 10? Remember, we count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So let's look at the numbers. 853. Correct. So 5 gives us off the value. Gives us 50 when we're counting up by tens, right? So now we have the 3. So 3 would automatically go in the ones column. Some say units. Well, we're going to say ones, okay? So that's what it's doing. Wonderful. So do you see how it's lined up? Follow my mouse. 8 goes in the hundreds place because it says 800. 5 goes in the tens place because it says 50. And 3 goes in the ones place because it remains at 3. So 853, that's how we will line it up, okay? Pumpkin pie, so let's go back to our presentation. And we're going to now go and look at our place value blocks. So these are our place value blocks. Sorry, these are our place value blocks. We see here this is a thousands block. Do you see that? How many parts are in it? This is 1,000 parts in this block. So it represents 1,000 block. Then we have the hundreds block. We have the tens block. Follow my mouse. And then we have our ones blocks. So let's talk about using these place value blocks. Look at it. Let's focus on the numbers the places that we're focusing in this lesson really from last week. This 100 place, tens place, and ones place. These are representations of each place. So look at that. Ones blocks, tens blocks, hundreds blocks. Okay. And we can see that this is, do we count 1, 2, 3 blocks for tens block? Uh-oh, no, we don't. We count Kyrene, Lesantini. We count like this, 10, 20, 30 for our tens blocks. Wonderful. And our hundreds blocks, Stefan, we say 100. There's only one here. So it is 100. Now let's look at our ones place. Let's look at our ones place, Jemiah. And we're going to count by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 100 block, 3 tens blocks, and 8 ones blocks. So our number would be 138 because we count 10, 20, 30. 110, 20, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 138. Wonderful. Let's go on. Let's check this out. So we have hundreds place, tens place, and we can, I might tell you we can call it units, but we say ones in class, okay? So it gives us our number. It tells us we have 300 blocks. We have 4 tens blocks, and we have 6 units or ones blocks. So the number would be 346. Wonderful. Now let's look at my desk now. Look at my desk. Let's look at my desk. And we have these lined out so I can show you the different ways we use place value. We have word form. This is expanded form. And this here is the model sitting up. And if we put the numbers at the top, we'll have standard form, right? So after we get our answer, the answer will be in standard form. We'll write it in standard form. So we just start into grade 3 in this one. So we have 200 blocks, which makes 200, the word 200. And now we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 60 is the value of 6 tens blocks. And we write it like this, 60. Then we have 3 ones block. That gives us this value, this digit 3, and we write it like this. Now I'm going to exit out, and I'm going to write the standard form for you so you can see the answer in standard form. So I'm going to put it up top. So we're going to have 263. Do you see that, pumpkins? Hayden, do you see that? Wonderful, Holly. Harlequin, that is the number there, 263. So that would be the standard form, Chloe. Wonderful. Now we're going to go back to our presentation. So we went over all of that. That's my desk. Now we're going to have game time. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to rumble? Because I am. It's time for game time. Come on. So now, okay, this is not Jeopardy. Okay, pumpkins. Now we have to find the number that is going to represent this place value block to make our number. Now we have 3 tens blocks, which equals to 10, 20, 30. And now we need to match the number from here. How many blocks do we see? How many single ones blocks do we see? Wonderful. We see 1. So we would put, what we're going to do? We're going to put, I'm going to put the number 1 there. So, yeah, so we're going to put the number 1 there. Boom. 31. So we have 3 tens and 1 1. So our number is 31. So now let's go here. And I'm not going to go to full screen because we have to keep working out. Okay. So what number is shown? They want to ask you what number is shown. They have 2 numbers here, 24 and 42. We're going to cover the number that is incorrect. Okay, so let's count these tens blocks. Let's count them. 10, remember we come by tens to count the tens block. 10, 20, 30, 40. Let's count the ones block. 1, 2. 40 plus 2 is awesome. It is 42. So we're going to cover the answer, the number 24, because that's the incorrect answer. Wonderful. So let's go to the next one. Now let's see what number is shown here. Let's count them then. Come on, let's count together. These are what type of blocks? Correct, 100 blocks. This is a tens block and these are ones blocks. So let's count them. Come on. 100. Yes, we count by 100. Come on. 100, 200. Kanach. Come on, let's start again. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. Wonderful. So we know it's 700. Now let's complete the number. The tens block shows us this is 10. And then how many ones blocks do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's put out our numbers so we can add them together. This is where addition comes in. So we counted 700. Then we counted 10 here, correct? We did. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, teacher. Okay, and then we're going to count our ones blocks. And how many ones blocks do we have? Did I put the correct number? Oh no, I didn't. So let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wonderful. So we always double check after we write something, Randy. All right, okay, so we have 6. Now all we need to do is add them. This is where addition comes in, pumpkins. And my teacher always tells you that addition is going to come in either way, right? So we're going to put an addition sign all over our page next to the number so we can add them. So 700 plus 10 plus 6. What answer that will give us? 710, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wonderful. So the number is 716. Let's find the number 700. Is it, let's see, is it this? No, that says 617. 761, 176, and 716. So we're going to cover all the incorrect answers so that we can see our correct answer. Wonderful. So we have 716 remaining, correct? Wonderful. So now we are going to go back to full screen. So we see our answers. We had 3 tens blocks and 1 block. We had 3 tens blocks and 1 ones block. So we have the number 31 because we count 10, 20, 30, 1. Let's go back. This is the number 42 because we count tens blocks 10, 20, 30, 40, and ones block 1, 2. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 42. Let's go here. We have 700 blocks, 700 block, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. 700 plus 10 is 710, plus 6 is 716. Let's count it. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 710, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 716. So give yourself a pat on the back. A pat on the back and a number 1 because you are number 1. You've got it. Place value. Let's sing again. Place value. It tells us the value of a digit in a number. Place value. Place value. It tells us the value of a digit in a number. So that is the end of our math lesson on place value. And I want you to tell yourself, I love math, because I know you do. So remember to complete all the remaining parts in your activity booklet on place value, and we will work together when we return to class, and teacher will mark all of them. And I know everyone will get 100% because you are my superstars. Let's say together as we end, I am smart, our daily affirmation. Come on. I am smart. Come on. Let's do it together. Are you ready? I am smart. I am brave. I am amazing. I am strong. And I can do it all. One more time. Let's go. I am smart. I am brave. I am strong, I am amazing, and I can do it all.